Yes, that's right. I occasionally talk about stuff related to MLP. Trust me, the irony is not lost on me. Hey there YouTube, it's PC the Unicorn here to talk about the 2017 My Little Pony movie. When the armies of a villain known as the Storm King invade Equestria led by Commander Tempest, it's up to the main six and Spike to save their home. Okay, so when I heard that we were getting an official MLP movie that didn't involve Equestria goals, I was very excited. However, while it would most likely be able to entertain fans of the show, it also needed to entertain the average moviegoer who didn't watch the series. Personally though, I think that the movie is capable of entertaining the average moviegoer since there really isn't anything annoying or obnoxious about the movie. Plus, it takes the time to give each main character a moment in the spotlight and allow non-fans to understand their personality and traits. By the way, can I just gush over how absolutely gorgeous this movie looks? I was a bit iffy about the animation after watching the first trailer of the movie, but seeing it on the big screen really blew the Flash animation from the show away. The characters have more detail, the background has more weight, and the visuals were just a joy to watch. With so many movies nowadays being made with CGI, it felt very refreshing to see an animated movie in 2D. Along with the voice actresses of the main characters, the movie contained a bunch of A-list celebrities that lend their voices to many new characters. While most of them are enjoyable and get their time to shine like Tempest, Capo, Princess Skystar, and Captain Seleno, others just feel tacked on or barely get any attention. For example, Michael Peña character Grubbo is totally pointless. Like, you could erase him from the film and barely anything would change. He's supposed to be the comic relief villain, but he doesn't really say or do anything funny, which is a shame because Michael Peña himself is a hilarious actor. What makes it worse is that he's obviously supposed to be the Spike to Tempest Twilight. By that description, I was hoping that the two would have a relationship that kind of mirrors Twilight and Spike's. In the MLP movie prequel book Road to Canterlot, there's a scene in which Grubbo actually thinks Tempest looks cool despite the fact that her horn is missing. Yet we don't really get to see their bond in the movie. Heck, at one point Grubbo just completely disappears from the film. The Storm King is better, but he also has his own set of issues. Now, he's a balance between an intimidating overlord and an eccentric showman, which does help make him an enjoyable character. The problem with him though is that he's barely in the movie at all. He makes an appearance in the first act for like 2 minutes and doesn't show back up till like the last 20 minutes of the movie. Plus, he's really not that deep or interesting of a villain. All he basically wants is absolute power just for the heck of it. The entire time he's on screen, you can feel Tempest is trying her best to be patient with her boss shenanigans. However, I feel like it was intentional for him to not be in the movie that long, cause while he may be the biggest threat, Tempest herself is definitely the real villain of the movie. From the very first moment Tempest appears, you can tell that this pony means business. She is determined to capture Twilight and won't let anyone get in her way of accomplishing it. If her design wasn't intimidating enough, her cold, calculating mind and bitter personality just adds to it. She works better as the villain of the movie since you get to spend more time with her and she has a pretty good reason as to why she is working for the Storm King. She's also responsible for one of the best villain songs I have heard since I'm the Bad Guy from Wander Over Yonder. Seriously, I have listened to Open Up Your Eyes so many times by now. On the topic of songs though, the music in the movie is fantastic, with it being composed by none other than Daniel Ingram. He's a composer of the TV show who is well known for making some of the catchiest and best songs of the show, such as This Day Aria, the Smile song, and helping Twilight win the crown. With the combination of a film recording studio, talented singers, and his lyrical talent, he composes a list of songs that you will find yourself humming while leaving the theater. Oh, there's also a song sung by the Sia Pony. I almost forgot to mention that song, probably because the song itself is pretty forgettable. The movie also has a nice blend of intense, funny, and emotional moments along with great action scenes. Honestly, as strange as it sounds, My Little Pony can have some really good action scenes. Seriously, I would love to see the fight between T-Rex and Twilight animated in this movie animation. Also, they finally utilize the fact that Spike can breathe fire and it can be used as a weapon. You have no idea how long I have been complaining about that. There have been so many opportunities that his fire breathing would have came in handy in the show. Now, as fun as the movie was, there are some other problems besides some of the characters being underutilized or pointless. While I didn't know every single thing that was going to happen, the trailer spoiled a couple of the key events in the movie that I was able to piece together. There are also a couple of things that confused me a little bit. For example, if the pose that the sea ponies have can turn any creature into anything, why did it turn the ponies into sea ponies but Spike into a pufferfish? And how exactly did the group make it all the way through the desert without any supplies? The movie also suffers from some slight pacing issues which tie into how certain movie characters don't get enough screen time. The only reason why I enjoy Captain Selena more than I should have is because I got to know her character by reading the second issue of the MLP movie prequel comic. Plus, Twilight does something stupid that may make fans of the show upset since it kind of goes against her character. Yet I doubt it would barely bother non-fans of the show since it was needed to help advance the plot of the movie. Personally, it doesn't bother me that much because while it was a dumb thing for Twilight to do, I can also understand where she is coming from since the fate of her home hangs in the balance. But despite its problems, I still had a fun time with the movie. It had great animation, some great new movie characters and location, and it could be emotional and intense. I'd happily rewatch this movie and will definitely be buying it on DVD. So I give the My Little Pony movie a 7 out of 10. So what did you think of the My Little Pony movie? Did it live up to your expectations? What was your favorite song? Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to check out my other videos and also follow me on my social media sites. You can find the links to them in the description box below. Until next time, this is PC, logging off.